What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, y'all. I was not going to show my face today. I was just going to give y'all this quick video. It is 10:30 p.m. on Sunday night, the night before Memorial Day. And I wanted to show you guys this cake that I make. But before I do all of that, I just want to say what's up to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, all my day ones. I want to say, if you like these videos, make sure you are clicking the like button on these videos. And I had to show my face because I just wanted to say a special thank you to all of our military, all of the people that are active or inactive. I don't even care if you were AWOL, honey. If you went up in there one day to serve, thank you so much. Very grateful for the sacrifice that you and your family make. So I just want to show my face to say that. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe these videos. And we're going to get right into this one. This is going to be a quick video. This is my... my recipe for honey bun cake. Tomorrow I'm not going to be cooking all day and doing all that stuff. I had already made up my mind. Today we had nachos for dinner. So if you want to look at how I do my nachos, how I Ritasize them, search my, see what Rita's cooking nachos. And tomorrow I'm doing turkey burgers and my regular bacon cheeseburgers. I do the mix for the turkey burgers the same way as I do the mix for the regular burgers. So if you want to look at that video on my bacon cheeseburger, please look up that video. And like I said, this cake is very easy. That's why I decided to get on here this late and show you guys how I do this honey bun cake. Another very easy recipe on my channel that you guys may have overlooked or haven't seen it. It's my butter bars. They are delicious. They are quick. These are two desserts that you can have in less than 30 minutes, you know, and they're very good and they're always a hit. So make sure you look up that video for the butter bars, and this is the video for the honey bun cake. And I just had to say thank you for your sacrifice to any military that we have, active, inactive, AWOL, retired. If you lost somebody from the military, you know, may they rest in peace. Really just grateful to you and anybody that does that. That is a service of giving. So I'm very appreciative of that. And so I spent 3 minutes of your time, and we're going to get right on into it. I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to get started. Like I said, this is a pretty standard recipe. It starts with a yellow cake mix. That's what this is. And I'm going to get you down here on these ingredients now, okay? So that's what we have right here in this bowl. We have yellow cake mix right here. I want y'all to be on this stuff and not on me. Y'all don't want to see me all the time, okay? So that's what we have right here. Just a standard box. Right here, I have 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil. See if I can find mine. All right. I don't bake a lot, and if I do decide to bake, it's going to be something that's easy. Don't take me a whole lot of time to do. This is 4 eggs right here. We're going to just drop them all in. That's another thing I like about this recipe is you don't have to do one at a time and mix and then do another one. You just drop it all in here. Okay. So that's 3/4 cup of oil, vegetable oil, 4 eggs. Okay. Now we're going to put in 1 cup of sour cream. All right. Now, on my sour cream, I have 2 sour creams usually in my icebox. I'll have one that I'm using for baking and one that I use for food, because I don't want my sour cream that I'm using for my cake to have chili and specks of cheese and remnants of peppers and all that stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? So I like to have 2 separate things for sour cream. So you'll be baking with one, and you'll be cooking with one, and topping nachos and tacos and stuff with one. You know what I'm saying? So that's what goes in there. And also, you're going to put 1 tablespoon of what is this stuff called? Vanilla. I don't know why I can't get this open. There you go. 1 I think it's a teaspoon. Let me make sure I won't tell y'all wrong because I just be throwing stuff in here and I want y'all to have the exact measurements. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So we have 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 cup of sour cream, 4 eggs, 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, and 1 yellow cake, okay? That's what we have in here. And we're gonna mix this up. Let me get this. Here we go, here we go. Get all that good stuff out of there. You can't play when you're mixing. When you're baking, you have to, honey, you have to do what they say. Yes, you do. All right. I'm gonna put this right on my thing. Okay. And what you just want to do is mix this real well. Mix this. I start mine on low first, and then I go up high. I'm gonna mix this all the way, but I want to show you something that I'm gonna also be doing. This is 1 cup of brown sugar. If you have light brown sugar, I hope that's not too loud. Let me go over here a little bit. If you have light brown sugar, it's best. But I always keep dark brown sugar in my cabinet, so that's what I had. But this is 1 cup of brown sugar. Okay. I'm just trying to break it down a little bit. Now, what the recipe says for you to do is put, I think it's 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon in here. But I love the ground cinnamon so much, so I always put 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, y'all. It's so late, I don't need to be talking right now, but I wanted to show y'all this. This is for your swirly part, so get this brown sugar mixed the way that you like it. But just use these 3 things. 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay? That's what you're going to swirl in your cake mix, okay? So that's brown sugar, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Nothing hard. I'm going to turn this cake up high, let it finish getting really good, and then I'm going to show you what I do next. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. I've got my cake mix all mixed up good right here, all right? I go down in the bottom of there and make sure that it has gotten, you know, mixed up all the way through. And this one it's mixed up really good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spray this 9x13 pan. Just a store-bought 9x13. I'm just going to spray it. It doesn't come out of here, so, you know, but you still want it sprayed good, okay? So now what you do is you take your cake batter and you put half of it down. And how I judge this is I just make sure the bottom is covered. It's kind of hard to do half, then do the brown sugar mix and then put the other part on top. So I just do a good little amount on the bottom, just like that. Just enough that I know that all the metal and all of whatever I'm cooking it in is going to be covered, because that brown sugar stuff, it's gonna, that brown sugar mix is going to end up coming through anyway. It's like no way around that. You see how I'm doing this? I'm just mixing it in. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play with it until I get all of the metal covered, okay? Just like this. Cover that metal part. Make sure I got me a good bottom layer, okay? We know that cakes, you know, it puffs up and it cooks and it rises and things of that nature. So that's all you want to do is I'm just trying to make sure I get all of that metal covered, okay? Nothing hard. I ain't did nothing hard yet, have y'all? No, I haven't. All right. Now, like I said, on the brown sugar mix, it's kind of to your taste. So when you do it one time, you'll kind of figure out how you want that brown sugar to be. I like it to be cinnamony. You have to be careful with that nutmeg because it's a strong taste. But I don't hate nutmeg, especially on a cake like this. you know, it just don't hurt it, okay? So once I have it all the way across like this, I just kind of, you know, get it all like this corner over here. I try to make sure no metal is showing. I want it all to have, before I put this brown sugar in here. All right? So see it? You see that? Right? See what I'm saying? It's all covered, right? Keep it in the corners. Then I go in there with this. What I do is I just sprinkle it. To me, this is a lot. I never hardly use this whole thing. A cup is a lot. I think this recipe you could get by with a half a cup of brown sugar. But I just always do what it says because I'd rather have too much than not too, you know, not enough. So what I do is I just go right in here, right? And I sprinkle it right down on the cake. This cake is so good with coffee and, you know, it's just good cake. It's just a good, easy cake, you know. Anytime you can get a good, easy dessert, ain't nothing wrong with that, right? We're almost done with it, too. And you can put as much of this or as little of this as you want. I try to get it on every corner because we are going to swirl it through, right? Just like you would if you had a honey bun. We're going to swirl it, okay? So just get it, cover it, you know. I do want it covered. You know, spots where I see that it's a little light-skinned. I get over there and add some of that BAM too. It's some brown sugar, baby. We want some brown sugar added to that thing, honey. All right, just like this. Don't be tight. That's why it's definitely enough of it that you don't have to be scared to use it, right? And I just try to get me an even coat, you know, even coat all the way across, right? And see, it's still plenty. That's why I say you just do it to use like, okay, girl, my ancestors have said that's enough, child. Okay, you don't have to use the whole thing. Baby girl, you don't. All right, so there we have that. Am I satisfied? Y'all satisfied? Yeah, you see some of them little spots over there? Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. I will get that corner, sis. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I like to get the corners, too, because it bakes up really, you know, good around those edges. And if you have that cinnamon in the corners, yes, honey. Yes, okay. This is my husband's favorite cake. My favorite cake is my Sprite pound cake. And I have to really get myself in the mood for that one to do it online because I make such a mess when I do it. But if y'all say y'all want me to do it, if I get enough people to say, yes, please do that, I'll do it. I just make such a mess. I don't want to be talked about because I make such a mess because I make a mess when I do that thing. But that thing be good though. My Sprite pound cake is, whew. Yes, it don't never get none. We don't never throw none away. I'll tell you that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, you guys, is we're just going to pour the rest of this right on the top. All right? Just like so. And it's hard, you guys. Once that brown sugar is on there, it's hard to get this spread out on the top. So that's why I try my best to leave myself enough to spread out. But you have to be darn near perfect to get you enough. Look how naked they look. So you just have to do your best on it. The brown sugar gonna show. It's gonna show. I done put real thin layers at the bottom, and still, when I got to this part, I still feel like I don't have enough, and I just be scraping and trying to get any batter out of here I can, because you end up with that. This is supposed to be all over this cake, just like this. But see, when you start spreading it, you start moving the brown sugar. I try my best, honey. I try my best. And my best don't never be good enough. I done cooked this cake 1,000 times, and I've never, ever, not in this 9 by 13 pan. Now maybe if I put it in a smaller pan, I would get what I want to get. But it's once you put it in this 9 by 13, that's a hard toe. What did I say? Hard road to toe to get this to go over this whole thing. If you have any suggestions on how to do that, I will take them. Because, you know, that part of me that don't like to leave stuff alone, that be bothering me. My husband would be like, girl, spread that stuff on there and mix that stuff together. So what I usually end up doing, is I spread it as good and as even as I can. Okay. See how you do that, and then it comes back. Even if I use my spatula, it does the same thing. Even if I use the wood, it does the same thing. So, but if you have any tips on how I can spread this better and make sure that I've got enough left for the top, let me know. I've even spooned it out, like spooned so many at the bottom, then came back and spooned the same amount at the top, but I still end up like this. So my goal is usually just to spread it out as far as I can, and then I'll show you what I do once I get it spread it out as far as I can. Okay. Y'all looking? Can y'all see? Okay. I especially try to get my corners. But yeah, you feel like it's enough, but then you get the spread and it's like, oh my God. I don't care though, but this does not make a difference, you guys. I'm telling you, because I'm about to swirl now. I'm about to do the swirly whirly, and we ain't gonna care, honey. Get all the cake out you can. All right. Get all of it out. And then I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm going to do me some swirls in just a minute. Let me make sure. Okay, so I've spread this. I've gotten this as good as I can. You see how it is? You see how it still got some brown sugar sticking up? And that is quite okay. What I usually do is I do this. All the way down. Then I do this. Okay? And then I do it again. I'm just making circles, okay? All the way down, and then that, like that. Then I do the same thing. It's going to stick out, you guys, and it makes no difference. It's going to still cook up. And one time, because I didn't want to deal with this doing this, because it frustrates me. And I don't know why it frustrates me when I know that the cake is going to turn out just fine. I put all the cake mix in. Then I put my cinnamon on the top, and I just did swirls. And that came out good too. Now what that did do though, is I had like a top of cinnamon. And it seems like, you know, I just had a bunch of cinnamon up there. But it tasted just the same, and it was just as good. But, you know, it just didn't look the same. So I have to split it just for that look and for that look's sake. But that's the only reason why I'm splitting it, because it's going to end up like this, you guys. Don't let it stress you out. Get you some cake at the top. And when it bakes up, it will do what it needs to do. This goes in a 350-degree oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. And then I'm going to show you the icing that we put on the top. Actually, I'm going to put this in the oven and start messing with it. I'm going to let y'all see that I stopped messing with it. Because I know y'all be like, this girl probably was messing with that stuff 30 minutes after she let us go. Okay? So I'm going to put it in the oven for on 350 for 30 minutes. All right. I'm going to start my timer. Cooking time. All right. All right, and now I'm going to show you the topping. To get that white topping on the top, that glaze, this is what you do. This is a 1.5 cups of white sugar, confectioner's sugar, powdered sugar, all right? This is 4 tablespoons of whole milk, okay? And this is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Right? I keep this so that if my family or anybody wants to just drop some down on there, they can. Okay, you know you don't have to put a lot of what do you call it, liquid in powdered sugar to get to a consistency of icing. Okay, see how that's doing? Don't take no time at all. Okay. Is my feet showing? Because I know my friend be like, talking about my feet. They are showing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm barefoot. It's 11 o'clock at night. I don't like stuff on my feet. Okay. I do this and I let it just kind of sit until my cake is ready because I like it to be a little thicker. All right. So when the cake is ready, I will bring you guys back and I will show you how we top it. And I like to let it sit as long as I can after I've topped it because this just gets better. Oh, I ain't even up here. This just gets better and better and better. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know how long I wasn't showing y'all that. That just gets better and better as it sits, okay? But I will be back when the cake is ready and we'll put this on the top. See you in a minute. Okay, so I'm back and the cake is done. As you can see, I tried to pick it up on one end. I always have a crack in my cake. So rude. But you can kind of see that delicious little cinnamony brown sugar stuff in there. When I cut a piece, I will definitely put that at the end of the video. But let's just put this little glaze on the top. Okay? I cleaned up the kitchen and got all my stuff done and put everything back like it was and gave this cake a little bit of time to cool. But you do have to give it time to set up. Okay? And you just pour the glaze down on here. Okay? Is that reminding you of a honey bun? Yes. Now this, you're going to use out of it. Then what I do is I just spread it around. It's not supposed to be like a buttercream or anything like that. It is just a glaze on the top, okay? This is a simple cake, like I said, you guys. I think I will have this on the channel before you wake up on Memorial Day. Okay? So that if you want to add this into your little mix, you can. Okay? And don't forget about the butter bars. All right? And don't forget, if you want to have burgers like I'm having on Memorial Day, don't forget to check out those bacon cheeseburgers. They are the bomb. The mix that I use for that is just everything. Just retatize your meal. Just retatize your burger just a little bit, okay? And there you have it, you guys. That is it. That is her. That is the honey bun cake. All right? So I hope you try this one. I hope you enjoy it when you try it. I know you will if you like honey bun. If you like that cinnamony type of dessert, brown sugar, you're going to love this one, okay? There she is, my honey bun cake. All right, that's all I got for you tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell somebody about me. That's sharing, ain't it? I will see you guys on the next one. I'm not going to keep you long. I want this to be short and sweet. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Because your food ain't all the way live till it's reached time. See you on the next one. Happy Memorial Day if you get this on Memorial Day. If you get this after Memorial Day, happy day. Happy whatever day it is. Love you guys. Bye-bye.